Okay, y'all, so I'm back with another video. This puppy was born with hypoglycemia, which is pretty normal. Hypoglycemia, if you guys don't know, have any medical background, I do because I did nursing in George Brown College in Toronto. Anyways, hypoglycemia is pretty much when you're born with low blood sugar. And this puppy was born on Saturday, so that's August 29th. And she was born with low blood sugar. Her sister was also born with low blood sugar, but I didn't know at the time, and she died like an hour or two after birth. She's obviously still alive. So fast forward, because she's doing pretty good. So what I recommend, what my vet told me to do, and I'm gonna recommend that anybody who does have a puppy that's born with low blood sugar, what you can do is just get some honey, and put some honey in a bottle. I bought this bottle from Pet Value, and it doesn't come with a lot of, like, the hole's not that big, so I pretty much used my tail comb here to make the holes bigger. Obviously, I sanitized it before I used it, and as well as sanitized the bottle before I used it, even though, I know, mama, even though it came in a pack already clean. Anyways, fast forward. So just put some honey in a bottle, warm. Uh, uh, I used water from the kettle, so like I boiled the water, but obviously I made the water cool down until it was like, warm like the mom's milk. And I just mixed it with honey, and I gave it to her, and she's actually doing much better. I've had her separated from the litter. Uh, I've separated her just to give her, like, her sugar. And then I give her back to her mom, and she drinks milk. So I've just and I do this every 2 hours, because I don't want her to be underweight. I want her to grow normally like the other puppies. As you can see, she's a little wet because her mom was like licking her and stuff like that. So she's a little wet. But that's what I do. And that's what my vet recommends that I do. A puppy that's born with low blood sugar, which is, the medical terminology is hypoglycemia. And you just put some honey in a bottle. I would put, I used, I don't have it on me, but like a spoon, like a regular spoon. Um, I didn't use like a teaspoon or anything like that. I don't have a measuring spoon, but I just put, just use your discretion. This is a tiny puppy, so just use your discretion, um, and common sense. You don't want it to be too sweet, even though, like, the more sugar, the better. And you don't want it to be not so sweet because she needs sugar. And I'll give you some examples of hypoglycemia. So when a puppy's born with hypoglycemia, pretty much they cry a lot. Their tongue hangs out. They're very lethargic. Lethargic means like they're just really lazy. They don't want to suck to, I know, baby. They don't want to suck on their mom to get any milk. They're really lazy. Their tongue hangs out. Like when it's very severe, then their tongue hangs out. Her tongue wasn't hanging out, but when I found her sister's tongue was hanging out, and she had already passed. But she, as you can see, she's not crying. I just gave her sugar. She's not crying. So I'm going to give her back to mom now. But the symptoms of hypoglycemia, I'll say them again. Excessive crying, lethargic, like really weak, not really weak, sorry, not weak, but lazy, really lazy, not wanting to drink or suck, just wanting to sleep. And in severe cases, tongue hanging out. If the puppy does not get sugar in time, the worst case scenario, the puppy will die. And what causes the puppy to die is the muscles start to shut down. They get like a sugar shock, and their muscles start to shut down. And worst case scenario, they won't be able to swallow. So that's in the very worst scenario. And then you'd have to tube feed. Luckily, I never had to tube feed her, because she's still able to swallow. So I just use this bottle. As you can see, there's honey and water in there. And I just gave I just gave her some. I'll show you. So you'll see, like, she's already had, she's already had like a, I don't know if you can see, but she had pretty much, it starts at 60 milliliters, and it goes down to 45 and then 30. So like every 2 hours, I'm pretty much giving her 15 milliliters, and she's doing really, really, really well. I'm so proud of her. She's doing so good. And the best thing to do is keep them warm. So I'm pretty much giving her my body heat, but when I'm not around, I give her her mom. I give her to her mom, and or she's on a heating pad in a little bed, in her own little bed. Yeah, so that's dealing with puppy with hypoglycemia. Yeah, have a good day, y'all.